Welcome to Mixology Monday. I'm your host, Sean Tyler, here at 37 Steak with the mixologist himself, Mike Strom. Mike, another go at it.
Another go at it.
Now, this drink, I'm thinking because of the drink, is where the name came from. You've had one or two of them.
I had more than one or two. I finished off a couple bottles.
Well, the drink is called Rebubula.
It's called Rebubula because I'm a hippie at heart, and I was listening to some jam bands, and that was the name of the song that was on, a song by Mo.
Oh.
And that was the name of the song that was on when I finished it. And actually fits this drink quite well. It's just kind of heavy at you at the beginning and mellows out at the end.
Right, doesn't roll off your tongue at first,
No,
but after
no.
a couple of them, you can say Rebubula as many times as you like.
Exactly.
All right, now what's in this one?
This one has Luxardo Maraschino liqueur, which is a cherry liqueur. Has the Dolan sweet vermouth. Has once again the Applejack, and then Buffalo Trace bourbon whiskey.
Now, why Buffalo Trace?
Buffalo Trace is actually, it's for the bunny. I think it's one of the better ones out there. It's got a nice little, just a touch of vanilla to it, and has a little bit of caramel flavor to it. So it kind of really goes well with several different types of classic cocktails.
And it blends well, obviously, with everything you have in.
This drink is kind of one of my favorite cocktails of Manhattan. This drink is very similar to Manhattan. It's kind of my version of a Manhattan.
So if you're going out to just drink, this would be a great drink for that. Or if you were having dinner, this would be a good post-dinner drink.
Goes great post-dinner. Goes great with steak. I learned that
37 Steak, why not?
So, yeah.
All right, let's get started.
All right. Well, let's start here with the Luxardo. Just a very little bit. It has very overpowering flavor to it. And that's just a little bit of it.
Now, you said that's a maraschino...
Maraschino liqueur. This is maraschino cherries. The ones that you see in the store, don't buy those. They're terrible for you. They're completely fake.
Definitely not what they're supposed to be.
The original maraschino cherries were steeped in this liqueur.
Well, that'll make Grandma's cherry pie a little different.
I'm going to go with 1 ounce Buffalo Trace.
Now, for someone who doesn't normally drink a dark alcohol, would you suggest something like this for them that has a lot of different flavors?
It has a lot of different flavors, and it really isn't as strong as you would think. The two brown liquors, as they're called, actually mellow each other out. They kind of, one's flavors counteract with the other one to make it a nice beverage.
All right. And again, this is another drink that we're not shaking, we're stirring.
We're not. This is all spirits, so we will be stirring it.
Smells awesome over here.
And the two different types of bitters, usually classic Angostura bitters, just two quick little shakes, and then an orange bitters.
Now, you told us in an episode before about the orange bitters. What's the difference between that bitter and the original bitter? What's in the original bitter?
The original bitter is aromatic, has a lot of clove, has a lot of the spices that you might see in winter baking. There's a lot of the flavors in the
So again,
Angostura.
Very flavorful bitter, so you don't need a lot of it.
Don't need a lot.
So a great fall, right in front of the fireplace, kind of wintertime drink.
It's great. My favorite time to drink in Manhattan is in the middle of summer.
Really?
I love drinking in the summer.
You're a weird guy.
I am a weird cat.
And of course, these drinks are best served chilled, not on ice.
Chilled, not on ice. If you put them on ice, it really
weakens
the flavors.
Awesome.
Served just like that.
Rebubula. It's not quite the Rubik's Cube, but you might figure it out after one of these. I'm telling you. Thanks, Mike.
You're welcome.